December 7th, 1941, a date etched in history. This video explores how the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor irrevocably changed the course of world events, thrusting the United States into World War II. We'll examine the attack itself, the immediate chaos, and the long-lasting consequences that reshaped global politics and American society. The attack was meticulously planned, as shown in this Japanese map depicting the flight paths and targets in Pearl Harbor. Today, the USS Arizona Memorial stands as a somber reminder of the lives lost and the sunken battleship below. President Franklin D. Roosevelt called it a date which will live in infamy, uniting the nation in response. At 7:55 a.m. on that fateful Sunday, Japanese aircraft launched a devastating assault on Pearl Harbor. The attack unfolded in two waves, with 353 aircraft from 6 carriers striking with ruthless precision. The Japanese fleet had sailed across the Pacific under strict radio silence, avoiding detection as they approached Hawaii from the north. This map shows their path, including a refueling stop near the Aleutian Islands. From the air, Pearl Harbor appeared peaceful on that Sunday morning. The harbor was home to the U.S. Pacific Fleet, with battleships anchored in rows and airfields nearby. Key targets included major battleships like the USS Arizona and USS Oklahoma, as well as airfields at Hickam and Wheeler, where hundreds of aircraft were parked. Torpedoes ripped through battleship hulls in the shallow waters, while bombs rained down on airfields and ships, destroying aircraft and infrastructure. The USS Oklahoma was hit by multiple torpedoes and capsized, trapping 429 sailors inside. Rescue efforts lasted for days amid the chaos. The harbor became a scene of unimaginable destruction. Flames engulfed ships, oil tanks erupted, and the water turned red with blood. Over 2,400 lives were lost in a matter of hours, including 1,177 from the USS Arizona alone when its forward magazine exploded. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor plunged the naval base into immediate chaos. Alarms blared throughout the harbor as explosions rocked the ships and gunfire filled the air. At 7:55 a.m. on December 7, 1941, the surprise attack began without warning. The map shows the layout of Pearl Harbor, with ships and airfields positioned for what was supposed to be a peaceful Sunday morning. Explosions erupted across the harbor as Japanese bombs and torpedoes struck the anchored ships. Massive blasts tore through battleships and fuel depots, creating scenes of unimaginable destruction. Amid the chaos, sailors scrambled for safety, running through the smoke and debris. Anti-aircraft guns fired back at the attacking planes, but the Japanese had complete surprise on their side. Medical personnel worked frantically in makeshift wards to treat the wounded. The sheer number of casualties overwhelmed the base's medical facilities as doctors and nurses fought to save lives amid the ongoing attack. The attack's surprise nature, combined with Japan's deliberate delay in declaring war, created a profound sense of betrayal. This outrage united the American people and propelled the nation into World War II. Following the Pearl Harbor attack, President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed the nation, declaring December 7th a date which will live in infamy. The attack galvanized public opinion, ending decades of American isolationism. Congress swiftly declared war on Japan, officially entering the United States into World War II on December 8, 1941. This decision dramatically altered the global balance of power. Pearl Harbor triggered unprecedented military mobilization across the United States. In response to the attack, the nation rapidly expanded its armed forces, shifting from a peacetime posture to total war preparedness. The attack exposed the vulnerability of traditional battleships, leading to a fundamental strategic shift. The U.S. Navy redirected its focus from battleships to aircraft carriers, recognizing their mobility and striking power as essential for Pacific operations. Technological development accelerated dramatically. Aircraft design advanced rapidly, with new planes capable of longer ranges and greater payloads. This technological push culminated in the Manhattan Project, leading to the creation of the atomic bomb. These changes transformed the U.S. military and set the stage for victory in the Pacific theater. The mobilization effort involved millions of personnel and unprecedented industrial production, reshaping America's role as a global superpower. The war effort brought profound societal changes to America. Women entered the workforce in unprecedented numbers, filling roles previously held by men who had gone to fight overseas. Rationing became a way of life as Americans conserved resources like food, fuel, and clothing to support the military. Families received ration books that limited purchases to ensure fair distribution. Civil rights were challenged, most notably through the internment of Japanese Americans. Despite being American citizens, over 120,000 people were relocated to internment camps out of fear and wartime hysteria, raising important questions about liberty and justice. These transformations reshaped the social fabric of the nation, accelerating women's roles in society, teaching the value of conservation, and prompting reflections on civil rights that influenced future movements. Pearl Harbor fundamentally altered the global landscape, propelling the United States into World War II and reshaping international alliances. The attack led directly to the creation of NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which united Western nations in collective defense against threats. It also spurred the formation of the United Nations, providing a global forum for diplomacy and peacekeeping that persists to this day. Together, these developments solidified a U.S.-dominated world order, influencing conflicts from the Cold War through Korea and Vietnam. The legacy extends to modern international relations, where Pearl Harbor serves as a stark reminder of the need for constant vigilance and preparedness in the face of evolving global threats. Today, the USS Arizona Memorial stands as a poignant reminder of the events of December 7, 1941. The attack on Pearl Harbor serves as a powerful lesson in the dangers of complacency, the importance of strong alliances, and the enduring need to strive for peace in a complex and ever-changing world. The infographic shows the timeline of the attack, positions of ships, and the aftermath that shaped history. The attack should not be forgotten,